How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing okay. How about you, Paul?
What you doing in my back room here?
Just setting up my camera, and I was going to take some pictures of some of your guns you have there. What's that in your hands?
Well, this right here is a gun that came straight out of Earon Carter's backyard. When I first found this gun, I couldn't believe it. It was in his backyard under a blue tarp, full of rain, and all rusted up on a table that runs right when you walk out of his garage, right on the side there. And I lifted it up and I saw it and I said, "Earon, what's that?" And he said, "Oh, that's the Master Blaster." I said, "Really?" I mean, I couldn't even move it. I picked it up, I carried it around for the day, I sprayed it with WD-40, and I was just pulling and pushing and pulling and pushing because all the bearings here were seized up. And I got it to where the elevator would work. How it was laying in the backyard underneath the tarps and everything, I thought that internally it was dust. It was seized up. So when I got to move and I actually could see the action, I understood, God, man, this thing, it will shoot again. It's not that destroyed. And if you see how this gun works, it's super, super unique gun. It starts with the actual BB gun base, a Crossman BB gun base build. You put the 12 gram in the opposite way you normally would put one in. So you'd put the pin in, it would stick this way out. You screw this in, you hit it like a slam changer, like on an old duck, as a same kind of, to pierce it with hitting it, which is super unique. But what really got me was when I picked it up and looked at it was, I said, wow, it looks like a double barrel, but you pull this piece out here, you put the paint down it, and it's got an elevator system that I thought was just unbelievable. You hold it up like this to cock it. So you hold it up and you can see the elevator is down. And then when you pump it back, it actually puts the ball from the lower chamber into the upper chamber.
So it's basically a reverse cocking or reverse pumping.
Yeah.
And the elevator system raises the ball from the feed tube into the breech or the barrel.
Yeah, and that to me, I was just like, that is just one of the most unique guns I've ever seen. So I was telling Earon, hey, what's up with this gun? And he said, well, back in the day I played with it a few times, but the problem was the velocity was crazy high. And that's why he really didn't play with it a bunch. Earon wasn't willing to sell it to me at that time. So I told Dan about it, and we just kind of stayed on him about it, hey, when you want to sell that gun, let us know. It is a super, super unique gun. And I think it's awesome. Just the mechanical way it works is just phenomenal. But yeah, you can see that elevator going up and down. And then you have it cocked. And then you let him have it, I'm not going to shoot your camera, Dan, but you know what, Dan? I am going to shoot your camera. Really unique sound, and we shot in the backyard here. It was under 300 feet per second, so it wasn't really that crazy, but we don't think the elevator is going quite all the way to the top. And when it does, we might get the same story as Earon was telling us, that it's shooting through 3/4 inch plywood. But I want to share that with you today. It's the Master Blaster.
Great. Thanks a lot, Paul.
You're welcome.